At this point, I see it more than necessary, to just like break down like a lot of these persecutory darts by the devil and this satanic antichrist cult. You can hear it. And that's the situation. Like, it's absolutely mandatory that I break down, this demonic reality. You know what I'm saying? And this is pretty much okay. The persecution that's been upon my life, from like since I was pretty much incarnated in the earth all the way to this point. It's been no coincidence. You know, First I want to start off by saying I see the implications and everything that lies. You feel me? Because when you look at it and you see everything in its truer perspective, then you understand. Just like, for instance, there's no need for me to be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? In the context that they are, trying to use it. You feel me? Because, the things which, I was intentionally inflicted with, by these people, places, and things when I was like young, before your average person, like it's something that doesn't happen normally. This doesn't happen normal in society. You had influential figures and artists and stuff. They programmed together, you feel me, to like intentionally inflict me through like Cold War strategies, tactics, psychological harassment, torture, things like that on a child in order to make me into something that they wanted me to be, or to make me into something that could be destroyed, that it would be okay to destroy. You feel me? So they did that on a child. You feel me? That does not happen. You know what I'm saying? People don't do that. This was a weird situation. And it wasn't because of nothing, really any vendettas like to that extent. People lie on Christians, upright Christian folks, you know what I'm saying? And in order to justify what they do to you, that wasn't the situation. It wasn't nothing, and even with the things that happened to me, there was nothing that see the gray areas is what, satanic cults and stuff exploit. You feel me? It be the gray areas that's exploit. And they just like when I could say for instance, whatever, what I'm saying, like the things which they tried to make me into, that was not, what I'm saying, me, that was them. You feel me? They did that, they cheated. And did it to a child when you might, you're vulnerable, and then they try to like psychologically manipulate you, kill everything they kill, make you vulnerable, and then create you and turn you into what they want you to be for whatever ulterior motives that they have planned for you later down the line. You see, in that situation. So I can say that, and then some will imply that my actions were, excessively, just for some reason, my personality, character, that's what it is attacking your character, your personality, your integrity, things like that. So they imply without saying it, because they can't say it because they know it's not true. So, they imply that, things about my character and integrity and things were not, or were like malignant, malicious, or, something evil or something, sleazy or satanic, and that just was not the case. It was nothing of my will that would lead me into a direction consistent with what they wanted me to. Because even when these things were did to me, I had such a firm foundation though in God that it's like they try to like change your view of the world. You know what I'm saying? Or instill a certain way of thinking into you on purpose. So when you get older, you'll grow into a mindset that would be counter-cyclical to any type of progression, or positive progression or impact for godly realities or anything. So it was robbing God. You feel me? Because God's impact was greater, and that was the kind of situation, so I just wanted to break this down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not responsible for, what somebody's saying about me, my character, integrity, and things being attacked without my knowledge, and things for ulterior motive. That's not it. You know what I'm saying? That's not even my problem. You feel me? My problem is, is doing, being the best I can be for God, and trying to make a holy impact. You know what I'm saying, for God. That was it's like my vision of things. Everything else that's trying to like be a hindrance to that is straight up Satan, like the devil. You feel me? And then if that's recognized, and then nothing is still being did about it, then wherever this is happening at can never be of or under God forever. And it's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the reality of it, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I mean, it was a thorough sabotaging of a person, you know, and it's just not accurate, you know. And I did not want the wrong perspective to be given, or anybody to be looking at things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's nah, man. I thrive on what's right. You feel me? But you see the kind of things that the devil do, though. You feel me? And I mean, it's infuriating because of what it takes from the purposes of God. God could have saved the souls of millions. And I mean, just like the world prevented God from saving it, society prevented God from saving it. So now it's like, it looks like, well, what now? You know what I mean? Society prevented God from saving it, tooth and nail, fight hard. So when it works, and now God is giving society what it asked for, then, I mean, I can't say as much of like a panic, because from what I can tell, the only people concerned about the things or the direction that the world is heading in are the saints. You know what I'm saying? What I've noticed so far, only the saints really care about, where the world is heading to. And that's fair. That's fair though, because only the saints probably not worthy of the horrific and horrendous judgments that's coming upon the whole earth, that in the near future. So I mean, that's regardless. So I mean, the saints probably the only ones that don't deserve that. So it's like everybody else just like, yeah, like not really. They, you know what I'm saying? You know how I mean. So I mean, that's just how it is, But yeah, that's the timeline that humanity chose, though. It wanted a different kind of leader than somebody that was of God, something that was of God, obviously. So God give humanity what it asked for. And so that's what He's gonna do. That's reality, But for the saints, though, everybody stay encouraged, though. God ain't forget about His people. As we know, we got to, hold firm and stick to the scripture. Keep the faith, and until we be with the Lord. And that's for all the saints. Stay encouraged. Don't give up on God, because He ain't give up on His people. You know what I'm saying? In spite of all the persecution that we face it's all in the Bible. For living, a righteous life, this is the things that happen. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. But yeah, man, ain't compromising my testimony or nothing like that. But the most important thing, like, period, especially I feel like the most important book ever in history is the Holy Bible. So the Word of God is life. I embrace that over everything. But yeah, you see the prophecies playing out in plain sight, and it's speeding up. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how the Baphomet sped up, to prevent the purposes of messenger or servant of God. You see like a parallel in a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see like a parallel, the Bible parallels, and you can see how God is allowing certain things to, transpire in accordance to what was allowed to transpire against His purposes. So You can see it. So Satan wanted to do that anyway. So God allowed it as a part of His wrath. So it's everything fall in sync though, and it's perfectly justified though. But I mean, it's a prophecy, man. It's a prophecy. You know. But yeah, man, I wanted to break down, this concept here. Like, nah, you know, uh, it was no need, for like I see certain perspectives because I mean it's revealed to me that I still be getting like slander and things that was solidified. Actually, it was slander and falsehoods were like solidified, like it was molded into like bricks. If you think about it, if I could make it like into a pen and picture with it, it's like slander and falsehoods and things. My downfall, just for doing the purposes of God. It was solidified like clay. You feel me? It's like it was hardened and it was made into like shaped into bricks, and then it was being used to build people's empires from. You feel me? And that's the kind of situation. So I get, it's like it's an endless reach. You feel me? Nobody on the face of the planet has power to do anything about it. A lot like how nobody on the face of the planet go be left out of, the Antichrist beast system. You feel me? So it's kind of parallels. Everything parallels if you think about it. Like, nobody can't help me. Nobody not gonna be able to help those with the microchips get to heaven. So I mean, everything parallels. But I'm gonna go more in depth with that though. But yeah, nah, it ain't that kind of situation. Feel me?